Welcome all of you to Nissan Stadium on the banks of the Cumberland River in downtown Nashville, Tennessee. This crowd here fired up for football as a moment ago their Titans were introduced. This should be a good one as the Titans get set to match up with the Indianapolis Colts. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. And he'll hope that this is not a sign of what... in stores. He has to fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Tannehill going to turn and give this to Henry. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon.
But just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important third down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. On 2nd down now, it's Henry, and he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
They did tell us they wanted to establish the ground game early, didn't they?
They did, in a small sample size that we've seen so far, but pretty good return.
Yeah, you got to like that. They've strung together a couple of first downs, established what they wanted, the running game. And guess what? They also got their lead guy running it pretty well, too.
A couple of first downs has the football positioned at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10. Now a first carry for their fullback. And he'll take this one across the 45 up to about the 46-yard line.
Made by Bobby
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
A 3-yard pickup.
Good solid gain on first down, about what you'd expect from the big guy carrying the ball.
On second down. Here's Henry. And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47.
The tackle made at the...
But now they're in a spot that every team tells us when we have our production meetings they don't want to be in, 3rd and long. And that's because those back-to-back running plays just didn't accomplish a whole lot.
Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's 3rd down. Now Tannehill. He's got Smith here. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 33. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 down at the 33. Now a handoff to Henry. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
A first look now for Darrington Evans. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Tannehill with a play fake to Henry. He'll throw instead. Complete. Smith has it. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. The Titans efficient passing on this drive. There's another first down.
Brandon, unless my eyes deceive me, I think they found a matchup that they're trying to exploit here, don't you? I mean, that's the 2nd time they've gone to him here on this drive.
Yeah, opening drive. It's a tone setter, right? I think they're going to be looking his way a lot.
Yeah, and I think that the way things are going right now, they like him as a featured receiver. Let's see what kind of adjustments the defense is going to make to try and take that away.
No score after 1 on EA Sports. So 1st and goal from the 9-yard line. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. And he's got it. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Derrick Henry, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Titans take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. And this is good. Our score, 7-0 Tennessee.
Hence the score, Titans 7, Colts 0.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this carries into the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
20-yard line.
Eason and the Colts now with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. A man coming off back-to-back 2,000-yard seasons. Here's Jonathan Taylor with it. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. Play action. It's Eason. And that'll be incomplete. Eason took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. They go play action with Eason. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Give the Colts 13 yards and a 1st down.
And a Colts 1st down.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the gun, it's Taylor. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Taken down at the
I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up. Found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And they're going to have this all the way down deep into Tennessee territory.
1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
That's a big-time pitch and catch right there. And, partner, I remember the days when quarterbacks would try this. They were holding their breath. But nowadays, they're counting on...
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
The ball carrier,
Jonathan Taylor with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Colts are an extra point away from tying up this football game.
is good.
PAT up and good by Rosas. And we are tied at 7.
Sanchez to kick off for Indianapolis.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Now it's Adam Humphries on the return. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a beat on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action, and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. 10th carry now for Derrick Henry. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down.
He's tackled.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
They'll fake it. Now Tannehill. And that's caught by Smith. And he'll be taken down, but first he gets deep into Indianapolis territory. It's a big play there for Tennessee. 48 yards. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Again to Henry. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. On 2nd down. It's Henry, and he'll get this one down to about the 17. 3 yards on the pickup there, but they've only got it back to 3rd and 10.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 9.
Throwing on 3rd down, Tannehill. He'll get this one complete to Davis. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
That was a heck of an effort to stop him just short of the marker, but now they're going to need another big play on 4th down on defense, I believe, because offensively, they went from 3rd and long to now it's a go situation here on 4th and inches.
He may try and run for this. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. Able to convert on 4th to bring up 1st and goal. That's a big 3 yards right there. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. They'll try and run for it with Henry. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2.
Brought down.
Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. Now we've got movement up front. I think this is going to be on the Titans. 2nd and 7 with our score tied at 7, but they're planning to change that soon. Only question, will they get 3 or 6 out of it?
Tiger. Check safety.
They'll give Henry another shot. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Here's Tannehill. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked by the rookie Julian Blackmon. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week. 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions quote-unquote go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down. Now the Titans will use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Eason. Looking for Campbell downfield. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on third down. Eason going to throw it out of the shotgun. Eluding the pressure right. Wide open receiver complete. Now the Colts will use their third and final timeout as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. On first down, Jacob Eason looking for Campbell downfield. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Paris Campbell in the final seconds of the first half. And the Colts have taken the lead. So they're able to break the tie just before halftime. Now they just don't want anything crazy to happen on the ensuing kickoff.
Yeah, they want to just add the extra point, get the kickoff taken care of, and get to the locker room with the lead that they fought so hard to get.
Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away. Here's Humphries. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
Humphries on the return. The Titans take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
Second half ready to get underway. The Colts with a lead, and they will receive the football. And he returns this to the 22.
The Colts take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Eason and the Colts now with a first and 10 at their own 22. Off play action, he'll throw to start the drive. Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. So they come out of the locker room trailing, but plays like that, they won't be trailing much longer. Defense really starting out well this second half.
Yeah, they knew they had to jumpstart things a little bit. They really struggled in the first half trying to slow them down, but now they had a plan, made that adjustment that we always talk about, and it worked very well on that play.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. From the gun is Eason. He's going to wind up and air it out. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Kenny Vaccaro. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind, and we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6. At the 36-yard line.
Again, it's Henry. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
Tackle made.
You know that old expression, it's not my night?
A gain of 2.
It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Now he's flushed out left. Now he'll let it go on the run. And the defense loses him. It's complete. And down to the 20. So the big play nullified, illegal forward pass.
And maybe we know why they were able to get such a good chunk of yardage on that play. That pass was illegal.
On is Kern, the punter, to send this one away. This is taken at the 15. The good kick, 48 yards, 4 on the return. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10.
19-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he will find his man on the end route, complete. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards.
A gain of 12.
1st and 10, Eason. He sets to fire deep. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
But you got to think that sooner or later, they're going to hit one of those. But the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
2nd 10 coming up here in Nashville. 3rd quarter action. They give to Taylor out of the gun. And he stopped immediately there. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A big play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Colts are able to grow their lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Well, thanks for joining us here on a Thursday night in the NFL. 3rd quarter, 2nd and 10 coming up. From the gun, here's Tannehill. Flush to his right, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. The linebacker, Darius Leonard, applied the heat. So 3rd and long after the sack. Tough task for Tannehill and the Titans. Out of the gun, Tannehill. And this is intercepted. He was trying to get it to Davis. Picked up by Kenny Moore. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
At the 34-yard line.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
steps away to his left. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. And his throw is incomplete. The coverage good that time by Kendall Fuller.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And unable to connect, incomplete. Well, give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Here's Eason off the play fake. That is caught at the 7. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 11 more on that one and another first down.
At the 8-yard line.
From the gun, Eason, and he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown.
To number 86.
From 8 yards out, and the Colts use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Taken about 7 yards deep. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, had he opted for the touchback.
25-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. He's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
By the wide receiver.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 8 yards to go.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Tannehill. And this one complete to Smith. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40.
That's the end.
That'll put him at 96 yards receiving now for the game, and he's got a first down as well. And the busy night for Henry continues. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 37-yard line.
On 2nd and 12, Tannehill. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. The Titans on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd down and 12. Now it's Tannehill. Rush coming, and he he's taken down. Darius Leonard able to drop him that time for his second sack of the evening.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Now they go for it on fourth, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. The Titans try it, but ultimately they fail on fourth down. And the Colts are going to get the football in outstanding field position. They'll throw on first down with Eason. Looking for Campbell downfield, and nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. To throw again. Eason looking for Campbell downfield. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Paris Campbell with another touchdown, number 24 on the year. And the Colts add on to their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tie?
A big seam, and he might go all the way. Room to run at the 50. Still going inside the 30. And he's finally out of bounds, but he's taken it all the way down to the 8. Breaking the huddle, 1st and goal as the return team has set him up with golden field position. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
On 2nd and goal, Barrett. And this is incomplete. Another pass attempt, another incompletion, and they're just a little over 100 yards passing here in this game, so defensively, pretty good job.
Definitely, because they were never really able to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, so a lot of credit to the defensive game plan, and especially the execution.
And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground, and 4th down now coming up. And goal. A field goal does you no good, so they're going to stay out there and go for it on 4th. They snap it to Tannehill, and he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Jonnu Smith, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Titans are able to close the gap just a bit. So now Tannehill leading his crew to the line to go for 2. To the air again, Tannehill. And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And this one has gone pretty well to form. They've come in, had little problem thus far, and now they'll try to polish things off in the 4th. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
At the 25-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Eason. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. The Colts on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and forever.
3rd down.
From the gun, Eason. Looking deep downfield. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
It's caught. Smith. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. Give him 16 yards there, a Tennessee first down.
At the 31-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
You can't block me. You can't block me. Right check, 33. 33. Yo, triple left. Go.
Now Tannehill. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off at the 18. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long, he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here.
On the keeper.
The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may...
He's got it at the 15. And they're going to have this all the way down deep into Tennessee territory. A huge play that time for the Colts. And even 60 yards. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. It's Jeffrey Simmons that time who got in to record the sack. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking that time to get it to Paris Campbell, and it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Eason, and the throw there going to be incomplete. Dory Jackson right there, step for step in coverage.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just talking about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
Makes the score.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know, in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Here's Humphries. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
Humphries on the return. The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side of this one. He was trying to get it to A.J. Brown that time, but it'll be 2nd down. It's 2nd and 10 now from the 27.
Hey, check mark 33. Check mark 33. He's counting me.
To throw is Tannehill. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Check mark 33.
From the gun on 3rd down, Tannehill. And that will be incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on third down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's fourth down.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it.
Hey, check like 33. Check like 33.
Desperation time for Tannehill on fourth down. And this is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Colts are going to get the football in outstanding field position. That one looks like he'll throw here. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. He finds Taylor, complete.
Eason's pass.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Play action. It's Eason. And that is incomplete.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
48-yard attempt.
And he'll try and throw here on the fake. Taken in by the tight end Doyle. The fake field goal catches everyone by surprise. And this offense is running away with this one.
And what a weapon he is at the tight end spot, because when they throw him the football downfield, they count on him getting additional yardage almost every time. And that's exactly what he did there. Caught that, ran with it, all the way to the end zone.
Rosas good with the extra point, and that will extend this big lead.
For Indianapolis.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. Here's Humphreys. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Humphreys on the return. The Titans take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Kenny Moore. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play.
Tackling's obviously critical down near the goal line. That was great work there to make the hit behind the line and make sure he doesn't get any further. Did a really nice job wrapping up and not letting him loose.
Again, it'll be Taylor. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, this is long since over, and some might see this as overkill, but remember, this is a team that puts on the hard hats, grabs the lunch pail, and tells everyone, we're going to give you a full 60 minutes. And that's exactly how they're playing this one out.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Colts 52, Titans